So next off, we have, who do we have? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. We have Brendan Brooks, right?
I think so, yeah. You
Okay.
do.
Awesome. I have a list and I forgot to look at it before I went into that little spiel. So
Well, I'm
maybe
the
I'm
only
not that
one
good of a host.
unmuted, so you're gonna get me. So
Awesome. Oh my gosh, that would be really, really awkward if I had called Yvonne Brendan.
yeah,
Not
but
anything that I haven't done before, though.
she's
So
she's pretty she's pretty cool though.
not to Yvonne personally, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad about that stuff. So yeah, Brendan. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I personally haven't met you, so
Yeah. All right.
talk to me like I don't know you because I don't.
All right. Well, I currently live in Wisconsin, born and raised. I only live 10 miles from where I grew up. Currently, I travel all over the country and play concerts and worship services all over. Usually about 150 plus shows a year. So
Oh
last month and a half, I put on 10,000 miles. So I've been on the East Coast, been
my
on the West
goodness.
Coast, and everywhere in between. So this is kind of nice. I'm in my living room tonight, and for a Saturday night for me to be home is really uncommon, especially when nearing summertime. So used to be in a band called Finding Fortress. We played all across the Midwest, and last 5, 6 years I've been doing a lot of solo stuff, and it's blossomed and been able to open up for Toby Mac and Sidewalk Prophets and Citizen Way and
Wow.
got to do all sorts of stuff. So I got some cool friends, but most people have never heard of me before. So
You know what? It's not about who on earth knows your name. I'm God's keeping score.
that's right.
You're
That's
good.
right.
You're good. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. So we are lucky to have you tonight, it sounds like.
Glad to be here. And no, I never actually had a MySpace. I'm definitely old enough, but I never ventured into that arena. By the time I
No.
started getting, into personal websites, and MySpace was kind of outdated at that time. So
Yep. I was doing the same thing. Like I could have when I was in college, but just I didn't get onto the social media thing until, probably about 5, 6 years later. And that was when Facebook was the popular one then.
yeah, well, when
So,
Facebook came out, I was in college, and it was supposed to be for college students, and
yeah.
we had like everyone had to get a Facebook account so we could get our assignments and
Oh
tests
gosh.
and stuff like that. That's how they did it. So every other person would get it. We'd share the assignments with each other, but it wasn't a social networking at all.
No,
We,
no.
we had to get our homework. So.
Hey, what do I need to do tonight?
That's right. It's pretty much.
Oh my gosh. Well, Brendan, tell me about this first song. Why did you choose it, and what does it mean to you?
So this is the second time I've been on Red's Room, and my song selection, I've only picked two out so far, so I'm going to add two more eventually, but I'm going to try to do stuff that I didn't play last time. And so
Hmm.
I'm going to start out with two brand new songs that I literally just wrote in the last couple of weeks. And
Woohoo!
so this is kind of like releasing the veil for the first time. None of it's
Red's Room
recorded.
premiere.
Red's Room premiere, so if you guys like it, it is nowhere to be found. There's not even a live YouTube video yet. Well, I guess now you might be able to find a live video, but
Red will have it up
um,
now.
yeah, Red will have it up. So this first song is called "Famous," and it's kind of I've been wanting to write something like this for a while. How the concept of what if the Bible was still being written today? Would we be in it? Would we be a whole chapter? Would it be a couple short verses? Would we be half the New Testament? And what would be said about us? Would we be known for that one moment where we messed up? Like Judas, he did so many great things, but what is he known for? Betraying Jesus. And Paul, people kind of forget about how horrible of a person he was. Not, I wouldn't say a horrible person, but how he persecuted Christians. And then all of a sudden he had this huge transformation. Now all of a sudden, great man of God. So, if the Bible was still written today, what would we be known for? Would we even be in it? Would we be mentioned? And so I kind of want to be famous in God's eyes, and how he's, hopefully up in heaven telling stories about me, in a good sense. So here we go.
In a good sense, absolutely. I
I'm gonna
think
try
that's
to
all
I'm
of
gonna
our
try to
wish.
remember all this. So I played it for my family the first time a couple nights ago, and kids liked it. So and They were getting on it. So I'm gonna try to remember it, but here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. And writing history of how you saved my life. Telling stories about how my wrongs turned into rights. Looking at you, looking at me, worshiping with all I can be. A glory overwhelming me, eternity is all I can see. Welcome, my son, good and faithful one. I wanna be famous, I wanna be famous in your eyes. Wanna be fearless, telling Satan to stand aside. Wanna be heartless when I'm trading yours for mine. I wanna be famous, whoa, famous in your eyes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Famous in your eyes. Whoa, 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 whoa. David, picking up those stones, the giant hit the ground. Moses didn't speak so well, but he led them to their resting ground. Looking at you, looking at me, worshiping with all I can be. Glory overwhelming me, eternity is all I can see. Welcome, my son, good and faithful one. Famous, I wanna be famous in your eyes. Wanna be fearless, telling Satan to stand aside. Wanna be heartless when I'm trading yours for mine. Wanna be famous, yeah, famous in your eyes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Famous in your eyes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking back now, I can see all the plans you have for me. To be the man after your own heart. I'll turn the page and start living famous. I wanna be famous, yeah. Famous, I wanna be famous in your eyes. I wanna be fearless, telling Satan to stand aside. Wanna be heartless when I'm trading yours for mine. I wanna be famous, yeah, famous in your eyes. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Famous in your eyes. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Famous in your eyes. Famous in your eyes.
Brendan.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
And I didn't forget any words. I don't think I did. But...
Well, if you did, you masked it really well. Yes. We've never heard this. We've never heard the song before, so how would we know?
Yeah, you get used to mastering mistakes, and I learned a long, long time ago. You know, if you make a mistake on stage, own it. You know, don't apologize for anything.
Nope.
Just
nope.
keep going. So
half the time, if you don't make a face or do anything telling, most people won't even know.
Yeah.
I speak from experience.
There we go.
So I gotta tell you, gotta share this with you. Lisa wrote in and said, already love, all caps, love this song. Now you have to record it. So that sounds like an imperative.
Well, Lisa, whoever you are, get a hold of me on Facebook and bring me to the church, bring me to your living room, whatever. I love doing house shows. And you're not too far. I travel all over the country, so get a hold of me. There
you go, Lisa. So. The ball's in your court now.
There we go.
Oh, that's awesome. I love the line that you put in there. I want to telling Satan step aside.
There you go.
That's a great line.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it how it is and to tell Satan to get out of my way. So
I feel I don't want to bring the party down or anything, but But I gotta just speak from a little bit of personal experience here. I felt this exact same way for most of my life. You know, like I know I've got God, I've got God's armor, and I know I can do anything that He gives me power for. And so Satan attacked my kids,
Mm,
and yeah, just he wants to take us out of the game, and he will use any means possible. So stay on your knees for your babies. That's all
absolutely.
I can say. Stay on the
Absolutely.
lookout because he's going to come after them. If you're strong, he'll find a different target.
Mm-hmm. I got four of them,
Doesn't
so I
like
get it.
he does not like us in the game.
That's right. So,
So all right, bring us back up because
all
that's
right,
really
brand another brand new song. This one's a little more low key, and I actually wrote this. Well, you guys obviously all know Joe, or at least Kat knows Joe, and Red does. Right the day before I met him, I was on doing a West Coast tour, and I had a day off when I was in Oregon, and so I went to the coast and sat down on the beach, and just this is what came out. So it's got a lot of ocean references, but it's called "Only You Can Save." Like the sand along the shoreline, and all the thoughts you have for me. Your love for me is greater than the depths of the sea. You brought me out of the miry clay, then you washed my hands and feet. I'm reminded of my faithfulness as you walk along the shore. Your mercies new with every morn, and behind each closed door, your beauty in the sunset, beyond the crashing waves. And I'm reminded that only you can save. You have my heart and hold it in the palm of your hands. With every waking breath, on this rock I'll stand. You called me out of the miry clay, then you washed my hands and feet. I'm reminded of your faithfulness as I walk along the shore. Your mercies new with every morn, and behind each closed door, your beauty in the sunset, beyond the crashing waves. And I'm reminded that only you can save me from myself. There is no one else who loves me like you do. I owe my life to you. I'm reminded of your faithfulness as I walk along the shore. Of your mercies new with every morn, and behind each closed door, your beauty in the sunset, beyond the crashing waves. And I'm reminded that only you can save. Yeah, I'm reminded that only you can save.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you, Brendan.
You're welcome. Hey.
Only God can save. What a message. I think with everything that's going on in the world, we all have a tendency, or at least I do. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one, but I have a tendency anyway to get overwhelmed and think, I'm not doing enough. But I'm one small person in a very small state, and
Mm,
not too many people are interested in my voice, at least on the national level. And what can I do? But only God can save. We are in his hand and under his power, and he will do what's best and in his timing. And that's a perfect
mm.
reminder. That song is beautiful. And personally, I love the ocean, so I loved all the references.
I do too. I don't get there enough. But
Likewise.
and what you said, I'd like to say, I remind people all the time that you don't have to be, the next Billy Graham. You don't have to do what I do or any of these other artists. You don't need to be a pastor. You can work at McDonald's, and your mission field might be the person next to you making French fries. That might be the person God wants
Absolutely.
you to reach. So even though you think you're so insignificant, look around you. Everyone's got somebody that they can invite to church. Start there.
Yeah.
So, my dad was saved when he was a kid, just because a neighbor invited my dad and siblings to church. And there was 8 kids, and he asked my grandparents if he could take the kids, and all of a sudden, it changed the entire family. So,
Wow.
yeah, and that song starts out about talking about the sands along the shoreline. In Psalms 139, David talked about how the thoughts of God for each of us outnumber the grains of sand in this world.
Hmm.
And if you ever picked up a handful of sand, there's a lot of sand. So, yeah, God adores us. So that's where that song came from. So,
Wow. You put it to music beautifully. So thank
all
you for
right.
sharing that with us.
Okay, well, let's see, we're cutting down on time. Brad, do you mind if we go over? Or should I just stick to 3 songs?
I don't think
I,
Greg
I
cares.
would say if you want to do 2 more, that would be awesome.
Okay, I'll do 2 more, and I'm not gonna talk as much. So this is gonna be my next radio single, hopefully. It's not technically recorded yet, but hopefully soon I can get in the studio and get it done. It's called Million Tears. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. Are you trudging through the snow, carrying this baggage on your own? Your face downcast, you look so sad. Let me take this load. Must have cried a million tears and wasted all these countless years, trembling in the dead of night, trying to do it on my own. Had to be the best of show, but falling on my face now. This I know, I don't have to do it alone. No, I'm gonna lay my burdens, lay him at his feet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lay him at his feet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A child, and I've been here all this while, waiting for you to finally smile. Give me your pain and all your shame, you don't need it anyway. Must have cried a million tears and wasted all these countless years, trembling in the dead of night, trying to do it on my own. Had to be the best of show, but born on my face now. This I know, I don't have to do it alone. No, I'm gonna lay my burdens, lay him at his feet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lay him at his feet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You took my cares away and gave me a new name. I am yours, you are mine, until the end of time. The end of time. I must have cried a million tears and wasted all these countless years, trembling in the dead of night, trying to do it on my own. Had to be the best of show. Fall on my face now. This I know. I don't have to do it alone. No, I'm gonna lay my burdens. Gonna lay my burdens. Gonna lay my burdens. Lay him at his feet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Lay him at his feet. All right.
Amen. Woo!
Oh.
Preach it.
All right, one more. One more.
Yeah.
I'm cutting time short.
No, don't you worry about it. We're here for the music.
I'm gonna,
we're not clock watchers here.
Mellowed out a little bit more, but a couple years, actually in 2019, I was invited to Kansas City. No, actually Branson, Missouri, to do this tent revival. And there was the largest cross in the northern hemisphere is now right outside Branson, and they were doing like some christening services, tent revival at the foot of the cross. And I was invited to come down and be a worship leader that weekend. And I was absolutely just amazed at the speakers and ministry leaders from all over the country that were there. And it really humbled me a little bit. I'm like, I'm just this crazy guy from Wisconsin trying to earn a living doing music. And I was thinking about, what do I have that I really can offer God? We are messed up human beings. And we're just this little tiny speck on this earth he created, and this earth is just a speck in our universe and galaxy. And I started thinking about, God does not want half our time. He does not want half our heart. He does not want us walking the fence. The Bible calls that being lukewarm, and that he will spit you out his mouth. So all we have is that we can give him is everything we have. He wants all of our time. He wants everything about us. And so the song is called All of Me. And it's kind of written for anyone out there that confesses to be a Christian. At some point in time, we have to fall flat on our face, not physically, but spiritually, and we have to humble ourselves. But it's how we pick ourselves back up, lace up our bootstraps, and hit this thing head on. So this song is called All of Me.
Awesome.
I fell flat on my face and hung my head in disgrace. All the things that I've done, the man I've become. Your word says I am loved. That Jesus' blood was more than enough to wipe my slate clean. Finally set free. Now what can I say? And what can I do? And what can I bring to offer you but all I have? I give it to you. And I take what I have left, myself up by my bootstraps, and right my wrongs, sing a different song, forgive and forget. Now what can I say? What can I do? What can I bring to offer you all I have? Give it to you. And all my disappointments and all of my griefs, and you can have. And all of me, and all my time, my heart, and my dreams, Lord, you can have. And all of me, I'll soak in your word, do what's best for me. You can have all of me. I'll give you all that I am. so everyone can see. Lord, you have all of me, all of me, all of me. Lord, you have all of me. Now what can I say? And what can I do? And what can I bring to offer you but all I have? I give to you.
Wow, Brendan, thank you so much for sharing.
Bet.
Famous last words. Tell me where you can find, and we can find you on social media, what you're up to.
Yeah.
Promote thyself.
All right. Well, BrendanBrooksMusic.com or any of the digital outlets. Just spell my name right. It's Brenda with an N. So and you're gonna chuckle over that. I had an older brother, so I was Brenda a lot growing up. But Brenda with an N, and then Brooks, Brooks Music, and you can find me. Not too hard to find me, but. And then most of what I have, actually what I played tonight, is not recorded anywhere, so you cannot buy that yet. You can buy
the operative word, yet.
Yet, yeah, it'll eventually be out there. But yeah, if you guys, anyone out there that wants me to come to your church, or like I said, a backyard barbecue, just get a hold of me. So I'm always doing tours all across the country and coming to the area, and so I can plug you in somewhere. And I do have to do one shout out. I don't even know this guy. He messaged me and asked if I could shout him out tonight. So Joshua, whoever you are, I'm saying hi. Maybe someday I'll get to meet you.
I love it. I love it.
I think Red knows who he is. Joshua Gammon, I believe.
Oh gosh, we all know Josh.
So yeah. So he messaged me. So I've never met the guy or never even had really communication with him except a very tiny bit on Facebook. So. But other than that, yeah, find me online, find me in person, get a hold of me somehow. I'd love to chat with you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again, Brendan, for sharing with us tonight. It was a pleasure. Take care.
Thank you.